Okay, so we have another one, which maybe will be a will not answer, but we'll ask. So NW18 Bengali News asks, what is your opinion on the state of the economy in India? What's in store for the future? And they ask if you could answer in Bengali.
He has an opinion about it.
Yeah. That's a statement not about what will work in the future, but about what's going on now. That I'm entitled to have an opinion about, I feel. The economy is doing very badly, in my view. One of the numbers that just came out is the National Sample Survey, which comes out every 1.5 years or so, and it gives you the average consumption in urban and rural areas in India. And the fact that we see in that is that between 2014-15 and 2017-18, that number has slightly gone down. And that's the first time such a thing has happened in many years. So that's a very glaring warning sign. There's enormous fight going on in India about which data is right, and the government has a particular view of all data that's inconvenient to it is wrong. But nonetheless, I think that this is something that I think even the government is increasingly recognizing that there is a problem. So the economy is slowing very fast. How fast, we don't know, because there's dispute about data, but I think fast.
He did ask if you could do some of it in Bengali. No?
Sure.
Okay.
এখন এর ব্যাপারে কি করা যাবে? What can we do about this? Okay. I'll say the whole thing in Bengali and then translate. এর ব্যাপারে কি করা যাবে? সত্যি কথা বলতে আমি জানি না। তবে যতটুকু বলতে পারি এখনকার মতো এই যে আমাদের মনিটারি পলিসি রেজিম যেটা আছে, যেখানে 4%-এর বেশি 3.5%-এর বেশি ডেফিসিট হবে না, এইসব নিয়ে মাথা ঘামিয়ে লাভ নেই। এক্ষুনি ইকোনমিতে খানিকটা আরও পয়সা আনতে হবে এবং গরিবের হাতে পয়সা দিতে হবে, বড় লোকের হাতে পয়সা দেওয়া নয়, গরিবের হাতে আরও বেশি টাকা আনতে হবে। সো I don't know exactly what to do. The government has a large deficit, but right now it's sort of at least aiming to please everybody by pretending to hold to some budgetary targets and monetary targets. And my view is that the economy going into a tailspin is the time when you don't worry so much about monetary stability and you worry a little bit more about demand. I think demand is a huge problem right now in the economy.
So building on that question, Swati Save of Mosike magazine asks about the trend in deglobalization and asks specifically, are Brexit, America First, and several other protectionist campaigns an outcome of capitalism gone wrong, in your view? Is this a will not answer?
Just a small question. So I think they are a consequence of us not taking the consequences of globalization seriously. I think globalization was hurting. As economists, our presumption is that that hurt is temporary and it goes away quickly because people react to that by moving and changing jobs and retraining. We know now that those processes are slow, and as a result, people actually get quite badly hurt. So I think it is a sense in which I would say it's not so much that, I don't know whether this means capitalism went right or wrong. It does mean that I think the way the policy response to the pain caused by globalization was inadequate, often even in the wrong direction. So I do think that that's what it's partly telling us.